this stupid post and all these coping Christians gets almost 8,000 likes. Full Variety had, to present this as real in public means you're either a credulous midwit or a bad faith peddler of lies. And frankly, there's no dignified third option. It's a peddler of lies.
The Bible and Religion. Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion. Let's take a look at a video.
This is just a letter of Lentulus saying Jesus was blonde hair with blue eyes.
These three first-hand eyewitness accounts are entirely fake. There is no such
Fake.
thing as a first-hand eyewitness historical account of Jesus' appearance or of any second of Jesus' life.
There I was, the only white guy in Jerusalem. That's why Judas had to kiss Jesus too in this fake story. No, none of this happened. He had to kiss Jesus because he didn't stand out with the rest of the Jews. It's so stupid too. Blonde hair, white skin, blue eyes. It's all adaptations, evolution that took tens of thousands of years from being in the ice in the Northwest. You look at any map and it's a gradient. Most Northwestern, you have blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. And the further down east and south you go, the more dark features you have. But I'm sure the Middle East just had all these white people running around. You are so stupid.
The earliest writings of any kind we have related to Jesus are Paul's writings, which come decades after his death and were written by someone who never met Jesus. So let's start with Publius Lentulus. This account comes from around 1460. It pops up in a few different places in Italy all of a sudden.
The same time and place as the fake shroud, which they're also all shroud posting. Dude, all these people have lies. Arian Jesus lies. 25,000 manuscript lies. Josephus lies, Shroud of Turin lies. All of it's a lie, top to bottom. These Christians want to point at Jews and say, oh, you're the father of lies, the father of the devil. Jews lie about everything. Oh, you call us anti-Semitic, don't say we're right. Christians lie nonstop. They're just like Jews. They lie about everything.
Maxed Out Bear sent $10 on Rumble. Go on to add the anteater to the pantheon of anti-Semitic animals mentioned earlier for its resemblance to an unclipped tween.
Dang. Okay, an hour later, Maxed Out Bear. He was thinking real hard, like, what's the most anti-Semitic animal?
And it is related to no earlier account whatsoever. This was very clearly created in the mid to early 1400s around Italy. It is a forgery. So that brings us to the Pontius Pilate account, which comes from an 1879 pamphlet called A Correct Transcript of Pilate's Court by a Presbyterian minister from Missouri named William Dennis Mahan. And he claims to have gotten this from a text from the Vatican, but there is no such manuscript anywhere near the Vatican. He actually just ripped it off from a short story that was written in French and published in...
Never underestimate the capability of a Christian to lie. They're pathological liars. They're left with no choice. All they can do to defend a lie is to double down on the lies. And the way they go out of their way to create elaborate forgeries and scam everybody to promote their lies is absolutely despicable.
the Revue de Paris in 1837. The story is called Pontius Pilate at Vienna. And when we look at this account, we see Jesus described as having golden hair and a celestial complexion. And then on the next page, the author describes Jesus's complexion and appearance as a stark contrast to the blackbeards and the tawny complexions of his hearers, those around him. And then 5 years later, in 1884, Mahan published another collection of fake texts called the Archko volume, and one of the accounts in there is purported to come from Gamaliel, one of the Jewish authorities contemporary with Jesus. And you can see around the middle of the page, we again have this idea of the golden-haired Jesus, soft blue eyes, but here with a tawny complexion. And this is entirely made up. There are no texts of any kind whatsoever predating this publication by Mahan that support this. These are all fake, and they are all here to just support a straight-up white supremacist notion of Jesus as having blue eyes and blonde.
It's not even white supremacist, though, Dan. It's white people coping that they worship a Jew. That's what it is. It's not about being supremacist. It's coping that they worship a Jew, a swarthy fake Jew as God. Yeah, I like that. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. Good quotes.
Hair and looking a lot more like an American or a European than someone from 1st century CE Judea or Galilee.
But looking like me. Wes Huff also chimed in and corrected, although apparently Dan had to correct him also because he got it wrong. But let's see. Wes Huff says this is the Acts of Pilate, earliest 4th century. So he's not even right about that. It's later than that. It's a lie. I thought I had my white Jesus. Where's my white Jesus picture?